We then proceeded at that point into our simulated countdown.
Lunchtime, kids! All right! Hello, friends. It's lunchtime.
Hello, and happy Monday. Am I on? I can barely hear myself.
You're on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello. Welcome to the lunch break.
Something's going on with those headphones in there.
I know.
They're like half working, and you can't hear yourself.
Yes, I don't know. Maybe it's a Monday thing. It's a Monday
Perhaps
thing.
it's a Monday thing.
Yes.
That's all that is.
All
Come
right.
tomorrow, I'm sure it'll work fine.
It is a Monday problem. We got it done. That's it.
That's it.
All right, we're wrapping up. We're leaving. Anyway, we're not leaving.
No.
We're not leaving because today we are kind of running lean, but we're not at the same time.
Running lean is a great way to describe what we're doing.
So today in the studio, it's me and Xavier.
Yes.
And Zach Lewis in the control room.
Hi.
Haha. And we are joined in the studio today by Christina. Hello, Christina.
Hello.
So we've been keeping Christina kind of under wraps, not sharing her yet with the audience. But she is part of the RNCN team.
Yes,
Right.
I am new, and I am here to lunch break with you guys.
Yeah. So
lunch
Christina
breaking.
is right now kind of borrowed to another department, but she will be soon with us, so you'll be able to see her more often on the show.
Yeah.
But not everything is good.
What do you mean, Anna?
I must say that we are missing two very important pieces of our crew. Q.
Very
Zach
important.
Lewis.
Very important.
I would say so.
Mildly important.
Yeah, we can't even
important.
notice them. But
Well, one of them's really important. Let's be clear. One of them's very important to this whole thing running,
Yes.
and the other one
running smoothly.
not so much. And we'll let you suss out who we mean when we say that. But who are we missing, Anna?
We are missing Josh Hart and Matt Stoker. The chairs are empty. Everyone with access to the video part will actually understand. But yeah, we're running the show without them too. We miss you guys, so we hope you come back soon. They're not here for two different reasons. Matt is on a field trip, but we can't reveal much of it.
I think that's intentionally supposed to be vague. Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe he'll tell us when he gets back.
Right, and Josh apparently is sick. So
Apparently.
we do not want to be all sick, because otherwise who'd be running the lunch break and who would be hosting the lunch break? We can't
all
do that.
empty chairs.
Produce
All
this
empty chairs.
quality content. Yes.
Absolutely. So we hope you had a great weekend. We surely did. Did you have a good weekend, Christina?
I did. It was really, really fast. It was one of those fly-by fast weekends, but I went to the state fair, so it was fun.
How was that?
It was fun. There was a lot of, it was rainy. It was rainy, so nobody was there. No lines. It was great.
Well, that's what it's all about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
first weekend's the best weekend.
We had a crew at the Texas State Fair. Sarah was there doing some lives with. Do we know the name of the vendor? Oopsie. Cookies.
Oh, now you step backwards into this. Yeah,
Right, I'm like,
perfect.
Anyway, we had someone that clearly knows more about it than I do.
We know some good people out there, and we were out there working with them on stuff.
Yes.
There you
Exactly.
go. Yeah.
That's how it goes. So we were doing that. So any foods to report?
I mean,
Christina?
I didn't try any of the new ones,
What?
but I had avocado fries. Those were good.
Avocado fries, huh?
Ooh. Is that's it?
Chunks of avocado with like bread, and then you had this like really spicy jalapeno dip. It was really good.
That sounds amazing.
That does sound pretty tasty. Wait, you didn't What are you going for, like fried food? Come on, everybody eats something out there. You get a corny dog, is that the deal?
Oh,
Fried Pop-Tart.
Fletcher's corny dogs are the way to go.
That's kind of the name of the game. Anna over there hasn't had one. Soon,
I haven't
though.
had one.
Yeah.
Or the turkey leg.
Next time you go.
Yep. But every year I try to. I've only been to Dallas for 2 years now, and every year I try to kind of experience one thing at a time, so that it kind of like stretches the novelty stretches.
Right.
But I'm kind of sad you didn't try the cotton candy taco.
I saw it.
Christina.
I did
saw
see
it?
it in a distance, and it looked glorious. It was this giant taco with these 2 little sticks. It looked amazing. It was probably sorry. It was
Hearing you
probably,
describe
like,
it does sound very good.
very big.
Whatever's going on there.
It was really cool.
We've been divided over these cotton.
We're not
candy
divided.
situations.
There's right and there's wrong here. But go ahead, explain to the folks.
I am on the yes. This is amazing. This is so cool. We should try it. It's not as avant-garde as everything else, but still good. So it made it the news. It's a couple of days now old, but we didn't do the lunch break on Friday, unfortunately. So we are catching up with the news. And the cotton candy taco won actually these year's the Choice Awards. Wow. Sorry, I was clearly stumbling through.
It won the thing.
It was one of the contenders.
Right.
It was on the top 10, right?
The big Tex Choice Awards, right?
Exactly.
It is like the number one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what
So
it
it
is.
won like the whole thing.
Yes, it's the
Nice.
winner for these years. So it's a sweet taco made from a waffle and filled with puffy cotton candy, and with the 2 sticks of chocolate Mikado kind of thing, right? I
Yes.
guess.
It
All right.
looked glorious.
It looks ridiculously good.
Anybody,
So
we don't happen to know like the ticket count on that, do we? How many?
I don't know.
I guarantee it was probably like 16 or something.
Yeah,
Everything's
it's-
anywhere from like all the good stuff is everywhere.
It's
from
like
12 to,
$8.50 or $9 in
yeah.
tickets, whatever that translates to.
Okay, so it got the most creative. That's
Right.
what it got. That's
Yeah.
what it went. Okay,
Well,
all
if
right.
it tastes anything better than cotton candy beer, then
Ooh.
it'd be good, because cotton candy beer was not
No.
a good
Wasn't
flavor
good?
mix. No.
It just tastes.
Yeah, I mean, if you're adding sugar and carbonation to beer, at what point are you just a soda, right? Like at what point
Right.
are you?
True.
It was
yeah.
like the syrupy stuff and then like flavor of beer, basically.
Boy,
I'm still going for it. I don't care. I'm going for it.
Christine.
say.
Christine's all about the taco.
Really?
Yeah, the cotton candy taco. And she told me that last night. She's like, "Oh my god, I want to try it." I was like, "Really?" I was at work railing against it the other day, like about how horrible it's inevitably going to be. Like, excuse me, I'm not that impressed. I expect a certain level of quality from our Big Tex Choice Awards winners, and sticking some cotton candy in a taco shell and calling it a winner, I don't know, man. It didn't. I'm not super impressed. I expect some creativity, something deep fried. And this year, I got cotton candy, some cinnamon, I think, or whatever that sprinkles is on there. What looks like a
think
chocolate
it's
taco
cookie-
shell and
cookie
some
crumble or something?
It's cookie crumble or something. I don't know. I just it didn't. That doesn't quite scratch that itch for me. So put me on the outside, because clearly I didn't think it's a winner, and it is. So
we have
yeah.
to go and try, and then we'll have a verdict. But it says
That's
that the inside of the shell is coated with marshmallow glaze, then stuffed with chocolate, toasted marshmallow, and cane sugar cotton candy. It was topped with chocolate cookie crumbles and 2 chocolate cream-covered biscuit sticks with marshmallows.
Delicious.
This sounds amazing.
It
What is there
sounds
not to
glorious.
like?
I didn't.
Okay.
All right. To be fair, I didn't know about the marshmallow coating on the inside of the
sounds
shell. There's
amazing.
something there. All right. I
There
can
we
get
go.
in on that.
All
yeah.
right. So I rest my case.
All right.
So I guess we'll have to try, and then we'll do maybe a live from the state fair where we're trying and having the live reaction. Maybe our audience doesn't need to know.
You know,
This
we
is-
used to do a lot of work out at the state fair actually the past couple of years, and this year we're kind of backing off a little bit because we're so flippin' busy. It's the same reason we can't go out and do the lunch break every day. It's because we just got too much going on, which is a
just
good
have
problem to
too
have.
much. It is a good problem to have. All right, so I'm gonna say that for sure that's what we're looking for. We should be trying. We should trying to get a piece of one of the winners, at least everybody. Like these years, the 10 contenders. Let's try to grab one of those and then have a either video or photo, something to depict the experience, and then we can talk about it.
Yeah.
How do we feel about that?
I'd be in on that. We got we got a bunch of followers, huge following for the lunch break. How could we not let people get in?
We
on the
need to
fun?
pave the way.
That's it.
for
We need
them
to
to
pave
know
the
what
way.
they need to eat. All right, we're going way too long on these
Are
topics.
we? Are we going too long on this?
I think so.
All right.
Anyway, so we were talking about the weekend. I have to share with you what happened this weekend.
Yes.
So, it's my anniversary today.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Thanks. 2 years.
Aw.
Still here. Woo-hoo.
Yay.
So we went to New York to celebrate it. And so, you know, I lived in London, so I know that celebrities live in big cities, but I mean, what is the likeliness of them crossing their paths with yours? Not that often, right?
You know, I think that even still, like every time I go to like the airport, I'm like, maybe I'll see some celeb. There's a lot of celebrities out there. Who knows? You might see somebody, some B movie celeb or Q list star. I don't know.
I don't think I recognize enough people.
Right.
I lived in LA for 2 years, and I think I saw like one celebrity,
Right.
and I shared an elevator with him. That's the only
Who
way I
was it?
noticed.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson.
You shared an elevator with Mike Tyson? Did
And
you
it was
really?
Terrifying.
Stop. You're making that up. That didn't actually
I'm not
happen.
making it up at
Really?
all.
Really?
Yeah.
How many floors did you go?
I went to the 4th floor, and he went way higher because that's where all the cool people went.
Right.
So.
You should be just cash waiting and be like, you know, I'll hop off when he hops off.
Oh, I said hi and ran out the elevator doors. Like I was like hi
Oh.
and then ran.
1 to 4 with Mike Tyson. That's not too bad. I probably would have said nothing. I would have been too afraid.
Just
like,
cash pressing the stop button and then just kind of like, oh,
We're
gotta
stuck
talk,
in
we're
this
stuck.
elevator.
Right,
That's what
that
it
would be
is.
fun.
oh no, it wouldn't be fun with
Don't
Mike
fight
Tyson.
me.
No sir.
I
That guy
like my
beats people
ears.
up for other people's entertainment. Like that's not me. I'm not into that.
But here, all I can hear is his voice. He is not. He's the sweetest man. I just look at him. To me, he's sweet. I guess I don't.
He's
I haven't
not. He's
seen
not
him.
the sweetest man. He bit a guy's ear off in the ring. Like no.
But are we
looks
talking?
sweet.
Yeah. And did you watch The Hangover? He seems kind of mean in that movie
Really?
too. When they stole his tiger or some spoilers.
Well,
Well, he's a victim.
Is
in
he
that
playing
movie.
a character? I don't know. Anyway, so it does sound. He sounds terrifying by what you're telling me. Okay, maybe I'm just you know, kind of like having different expectations.
Who did you run into, Anna?
So, right, living in London, only saw Colin Farrell in one premiere, but that was it. So, 1 or 2 hours after we left the hotel, I tell my husband, "Do you think we're gonna see any celebrities?" And he's like, "Anna, come on, this is New York. That may happen, but don't count on it." And I'm like, "Okay, all right." Didn't really bring any more will we, won't we, let's keep an eye out subject anymore. Not even 2 hours afterwards, we're walking the street. And as you do in New York, people take photo shoots in kind of people's how do you call that? Like those steps that lead to an apartment.
like the stoops.
The stoops. That's a funny name.
The landing? I don't know.
I don't know.
Just steps, public area. We see someone on a photo shoot. You know, sometimes there's so many with accessibility to technology these days. Anyone can do a photo shoot, right? So a lot of times it's just like your John Doe that has a blog and wants to be famous and stuff like that.
Right.
In the distance, it seemed like it, but as we closer, my husband gives me the elbow move, and he's like, oh, "Is that Anthony from Queer Eye?" And I'm like, "Yes, it is." And so we start building this expectation. Oh my God, what are we gonna do? We're not kind of people that would kind of like, you know, run towards someone, be like, "Oh my God," and hug them and take selfies. We don't do that. So
Right,
we kind
'cause
of
they
like.
have, they have their own life. It's just a little
Exactly.
weird to be.
We're very self-aware. We
Right.
don't want to be those people that disturb someone. You just don't want to do that. Like in our heads, we don't do that.
Right.
And so we're kind of building it up. I'm like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? And so he looks at me. He sees us coming. Probably like we're like giggling and all the silly stuff. Without realizing, we think we look supernatural, but we're like, yeah. He goes and screams, "Hey, I love your necklace."
Stop.
This necklace.
So you had
Wow.
to make sure you wore it today, or like this.
Yes.
If I'm gonna report on the story, people are gonna be like, "What necklace?" I'm like, this necklace."
I would never take that necklace off. I'd be like,
Ever.
I made a good choice.
Is
didn't
this?
touch it, though.
Hold on. Is this why we're doing the lunch break? Is so you can tell people your story about running into this guy and show off your cool necklace?
No, I've been
Is that
already.
it?
I've already been telling this story.
We're a lean.
So-
We're a skeleton crew today, Anna. Like we.
We're good. We're good.
All right.
I'll
well,
keep this short.
it is a cool story.
It is. I mean, like
Yes.
you go to New York
awesome.
and a celebrity talks to you, not you to them. That's new.
About your style,
bet
which
you-
they pretty much have a Netflix show about that whole
know.
thing. Right.
Queer Eye is all about being cool and stylish and making people's lives better, and all of them seem like great people. So it's one of these things that you just think, oh my god, this is a story to tell. I have to take a note on it somewhere because I'll forget.
Did you get a selfie with him or
We
anything?
did not do. That's why we didn't do it. We didn't take a photo.
Right.
We just
hard
we
to
just
ask.
cherish that moment. Kind of like he's working, kind of. He already stopped working to tell me, and then we have these conversation about, oh my god, is it Dillard's? Dillard's they have like something like this? I'm like, no, it's actually my sister's, and she bought it in a European brand, blah 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 blah. And then we were like, okay, we need to cut this short, otherwise it will start being weird. So casually, all like, all right, cool. Well, thanks. By the way, we love the show, and we walk off.
And you take off.
With your dignity, you didn't sit there and say, "Can I have a picture and an autograph and your phone number?"
Can you sign my necklace?
Right.
No, we didn't.
Sorry.
yeah.
Where do you land on the asking celebrities for selfies or autographs or anything like that?
I can't do it. I can't. I asked one guy one time, and he's on Grey's Anatomy.
McDreamy?
No, not McDreamy.
Oh, it wasn't
he's
worth it then.
The other handsome, very tall.
he's the
McSteamy?
guy. No, he's one of the newer characters. He plays Jackson. I forget his name. But he's in the news all the time for
Jackson.
stuff. But anyways, he was so mean to me when I came up and asked him for a picture, and I was so
Oopsie.
terrified. And I've never asked a celebrity for a picture ever again. Like ever.
Yeah, I the last one I asked for was Gilbert Gottfried. He was at the
Wow.
radio station. Yeah, he was cool about it and he did it, but I feel so awkward. Like, because there's something about like, hey, stand next to this person you've never met, pose for a second, and act like you're cool with each other, even though you don't know each other at all.
Yes!
And then that moment will be immortalized in history for social media and other strangers you don't know to look at and judge. Like, there's something about it. I can't jump that societal hurdle.
Plus, a lot of times people do not either. They're not really fans of the actors. They're just famous people, and it's for your own pleasure to just it's for you just to tell other people that you met this person, and you're just kind of ruining their day. Like, can you imagine if every other person they cross the street from or something just asks them for a photo? I wouldn't not have the patience.
I can't imagine
just
how many
think-
times they get approached and they're just living their normal day lives and constantly people coming up. Like, I've seen celebrities that have glasses and like a hat on, like the guy that played Puck in Glee. One time I actually did see him, so I lied. I did see a couple more celebrities than one. But no, he was like hiding and he looked at me and kind of gave me like a don't
Is
say
this
that I'm here.
Right.
This is gonna sound like a horrible segue. The guy who played Puck in Glee, is he the guy that turned out to be a creep? Is that guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Well, I'm glad I could bring that to this show.
And
I
I'm glad I
apologize.
didn't say anything to him that day. No, I'm
Yeah.
just kidding.
No, it's just one of these things. They're human people. They should be able to have their own life and go along with their routine. So that's why I never approach them unless it's someone that I really, really appreciate. And I would talk to them. Not just selfie and then off you go. You should try to engage.
Right. It's better.
right?
It's better to try to have like a real, tangible moment than like
Right.
try to get a very surface level photo. Right.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
I just let them be. I think people that would like selfies with actors or just famous people, just put yourself on their shoes for a second and think, how would you like if a complete stranger would shove their face into your face and be like, oh, selfie?
That would be annoying.
I mean, no, especially with this tone. Selfie.
That's it.
Yeah.
You say it just like that.
Yes, I think that's great.
Selfie.
All right.
Yeah.
So
You want to try to go to break? Is that what we're doing?
you can read me so well, Zach.
I can.
You're so good in that seat. Man,
Like-
we're not missing you at all.
Like a novel. That's me.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back,
Wait, give me a minute. Let me get the music going.
All right.
Hold on. Just
All right.
relax. Take it easy.
I'll
right.
take my time, don't
Yeah.
you worry. So when we come back, we shall talk about things that involved eating.
Yes.
Still on the eating area.
Yeah, on the eating area.
Yeah, and something else about Instagram. So we're very topical, kind of like centric around, food.
I got a hot track to play here for a break, but it's like 37 seconds long.
All
So
right.
do you need a long break? Because if you do, I can play
No.
something, you know.
It's just for people to have a break from us.
Our one
So-
viewer, which I'm pretty sure is me right now. Yeah,
Right.
I'll keep
All
them in
right.
mind. All right.
Break.
You ready? Are we doing
Yeah.
it? All right, here we go.
Music. Boop.
Relax. Nope.
No?
I don't have it. Okay, wait. Hold on.
Oh.
Stand by. I got this. It's fine. There it is.
We're back. I said we're back like a gazillion times.
Yeah, Facebook caught you saying we're back, so that worked out
All
wonderfully.
right.
Yeah.
Sweet. We're back.
We're back.
That's the deal.
Yeah.
Hello
Hi.
again. We're back talking about all things food and chewing and dentures.
Just all things chewing. That's us.
And not chewing, apparently.
Yeah.
Yes. So this article, Zach, you found it.
I did.
And the title goes by Texas Prison Deny Dentures to Inmates with No Teeth. Claims
Yes.
Chewing isn't a necessity.
Okay, yeah, let me lay
Where
it
do we
out for
land on
you.
this?
So essentially, the Texas prison system, which is very, very generous with its prisoners, always has been very kind, very nice, very humane. They've recently started ruling against prisoners who need dentures, saying that dentures are a basically a lavish medical expense, that they're practically cosmetic in nature, and that prisoners don't need dentures, that they can have their food blended and served to them instead of having dentures, and that dentures are something that non-prisoners get, that if you're in prison, you haven't earned them, I guess, and that you should have your food blended and consumed through a straw. That's fair. Yeah, that's the pitch, I guess.
That's where we are.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently, in 2016, they only approved 71 dentures for a population of 149,000 people, inmates.
That's
And Christina, you thought we were gonna have fun on today's show.
Yeah.
You thought we were gonna just
Sharp
relax.
left.
How do you not know this isn't fun for me?
Well-
I love dentures. I love gums. I love everything. Not
good
really,
stuff.
but any
So-
dentists out there, I love it. Floss.
Right, and do we have any dentists? Not anymore,
Oh
actually.
gosh.
Anyway, so it's been talked a lot because it's not a thing that people do. A lot of inmates have suffered either have been in extended years of drug abuse. Doesn't do well for your gums or your teeth. So there's been a lot of controversy, and state policy has strict guidelines saying that inmates can't get dentures unless they're underweight or suffering from other medical complications. So this has been on the news. We know where you land, Zach.
Stop that. You don't know anything about me. Look, here's my thing. I have trouble believing that dentures are some kind of lavish medical procedure that only the luxurious of us in life can afford. That's ridiculous. And in the case of somebody that rotted their teeth out because they used drugs or whatever, still a bummer, but really? I get it. There's a lot of things our tax dollars can go to. We can go to fixing roads and infrastructure, education, law enforcement, firemen, healthcare. I don't know. But when it comes to prisoners, for God's sake, it's got to be easier for them to eat crappy prison food than drink crappy prison food. And if my tax dollars got to go somewhere, I'd rather they go to ceramic teeth in the head of a convict than some poor schmuck blending food for minimum wage so a convict can drink it, right? Is that insane? Am I crazy? Who
No,
wants to pick up this ball and run with it?
I will agree with you. So this isn't really a topic on the lunch break where I guess at least I won't be, you know, kind of having this debate with you about this makes total sense. I mean, if someone can't eat, you have to provide a way for them to eat. Well, blended food isn't an option. You can't blend everything. Plus, it's
yes, you can. What can't you blend?
Right.
Don't. It's not worth
Broccoli.
actual. Don't think about that. That's
You
fine.
can't.
Bones?
Yes, you can.
Chicken bones?
Have you guys seen that
Well,
YouTube challenge?
Stems,
Will
the
it blend?
stems of broccoli and asparagus. Try blending asparagus. It's nearly
They'll
impossible.
blend it. They got those hot blend tech blenders. Only
Oh, they do. They
$1.99
can
at Kmart.
Blend through everything,
That's
the
right.
skin, bones, all the things.
Oh yeah, melt it all down.
Right. So that's been on the news. We don't have anything else to kind of report on this. I thought that would be a good
Whoa, hold
subject
on.
matter. Oh, are we far left? No. Okay.
Well, I didn't get what you think about this. Somebody's got to play devil's advocate here. Come on, who's going to jump on that landmine?
I will play devil's advocate.
You will?
Yeah,
Alright,
I
great.
mean, like, they're prisoners. And honestly, I don't think anyone's paying the guy to blend it. I think it's another prisoner, right? Because don't prisoners make other prisoners?
I don't want to live in a world where prisoners have ready access to blenders.
that's
You know what I mean? Like
true.
that's a
That's
dangerous.
Oh, right.
I didn't
Yeah.
even think about that.
Yeah.
That's one
Because
of
then
the
they're
things.
not going to be blending food. They're probably going to, I don't know.
Christina, where are you going?
I don't know.
with
They're
this?
prisoners. I don't know what
Wow.
they do.
If they can
Torture
fashion a
machine?
shank out of a toothbrush, what can they do with a
What can
blender?
they do with a blender?
Who knows?
Exactly. I don't know. I mean, they're prisoners, and if they did do drug use, maybe teeth is a privilege. So you don't have teeth because you didn't take care of them. I don't know.
Okay, well, I can understand that.
Are teeth a right or a privilege?
They're a privilege. The right to chew.
Oh wow, well
The
done.
right
That
to
should be the
chew.
title of the episode, Anna. Well done. The right to chew.
Oh my gosh,
That's
they should.
fantastic.
Well, too bad that Facebook won't let you change the
Too bad.
description.
Yeah.
Cotton candy
Darn.
Mondays, though.
Cotton candy Mondays.
Something else that'll rot your teeth out.
That's right.
there.
Okay, Christina, that was the perfect segue. All right, so I guess that's where we're landing. It could be something that it's a basic necessity. At the same time, it's not our fault that inmates have gone through.
Well, I know you're trying to get out of this
I
because
am.
we're about done talking about it, but it's right up there with like LASIK for me, right? Like, because LASIK is arguably. Sorry, Josh is on the Facebook comments, which is surprising to me.
I can't.
Do you not
I
have
was
those
reading-
pulled up? Oh, okay.
Hang on, I will. I was reading the article, so.
Yeah, right. I think
I'll pull it
having
up.
teeth is right up there with like LASIK. Like, sure, on the one hand, it's a luxury. On the other hand, like, it solves a medical problem. So
What is LASIK? I
what
gotta
are
be
we-
honest.
Okay.
I don't know.
And Christina, you want to?
LASIK. LASIK is like when they do the surgery on a part of your eye. I'm not gonna go technical because I'm gonna
Okay.
be wrong.
Let me pick that
It's
up.
just laser
LASIK,
surgery?
yeah, LASIK is laser eye surgery.
Okay.
Laser eye corrective surgery, I should say. So
Oh,
me,
okay, got
I
it.
have a horrible affliction in which I have terrible vision. If I was born 500 years ago, I would have been murdered, I should say. Basically, I would have been left to die somewhere because I can't see. I'm practically blind. But I have contacts in my life, which solve that for me. I have these little pieces of plastic I can wear and I can walk around. Other people have glasses, such as Christina or our very own Anna. LASIK, you go sit under a laser and they blast your iris with some kind of weird something and it corrects your vision for like 5 years and you can see.
Okay, I've heard of that.
Yeah.
Not just by that name.
And I don't think it's permanent. I think you have to go back and get it
Yeah,
done
it's-
every few years.
it's
But like
10 years.
essentially it enables us to see without having to use corrective lenses. And the way I see it, as far as health insurance is concerned, we should be able to get that in lieu of having glasses or contacts because one, frankly, is more sustainable over time, at least to me. I would think dentures is the same way. It's a lot easier to buy one guy a set of dentures than have one person blend up his food three meals a day for however long his prison sentence is. It just makes sense to me. But clearly the Texas prison system doesn't feel that way. And yeah, that's where we're at.
Amen, sir.
As Anna goes, change the subject.
Yeah, Anna, please God, let's get out of this. All
I'm
right.
trying.
I've
Just
got
keep pulling us
music.
in.
Whenever you're ready. I'm sorry. I have a
so
lot to say about this.
I gotta say that, well, Josh and Matt are present in the comments. They are here with us.
Yay.
through the virtual
In
world.
spirit,
In the
that's
chat,
right.
In the chat room. So thank you, gentlemen, for joining us. And now we're going to go for a short break. We don't have a fancy break, do we? We don't, right, Zach? It's
What, like one
music?
with an ad or anything?
Yeah.
No.
Okay,
no, not at all.
we're not going to put you through that, honey. So, all right, so time to go for a break, for you to have a break and look at the chairs that are empty, symbolizing Matt and Josh.
Here we go.
Oh, the chairs.
Oh, the chairs.
Get my little
Cheers.
violin out. They're not here.
It's a somber image.
That they're not here was slightly too positive
Right.
They're not here. I don't know.
Bummer.
for that. Yes, yes, yes. All
I'm
right.
not excited you're gone. I promise.
We're not.
I'm
We're not. But Christina is enjoying her chair.
Yes, I am.
I think you're getting used to it.
It's
next-
fun.
It is, right? We'll have you back.
I hope so. I love this. You guys can't get rid of me now. I'm gonna stand outside the door and just
That's it.
puppy
Just,
dog
like,
eye knock on the
Peeking
door.
out.
With all the other fans out there.
Right.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes. I'll bring a sign every
lines.
week.
That's it.
Yeah, like the Today Show.
Yes.
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 Why? Anyway.
Why?
All right. Actually, the New York subject and kind of Instagram and photos is heavy on today's show. Now, I found this article like 20 minutes ago. So we do our research so much in depth. That's insane.
So
Yes.
prepared. So prepared.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're just flying like this. That's what we do. We land on our feet. We're talking about New York's hottest apartment today. There's news out there.
Uh-oh.
There's an apartment ready for Instagrammers to take their photos to the next level.
Uh-oh.
So this is an apartment which is just a tiny thing. It's just a 2,400 square foot. Just that, it's a penthouse, and any Instagram influencer can rent it. It's like kind of like taking Airbnb to the next level, but you really don't need to wash the towels or the bed sheets. Because you can rent this apartment, and let me check how much you can rent it for. All right, so
Just
it costs
talk amongst yourselves.
$1,500 a month to rent. So probably this
$1,500
has
a
to be
month?
prorated. So this apartment is super. Any chance you can
Am
just
I-
scroll through the article I sent on an email,
Who, me?
please, Zach?
Oh,
We need to.
I
see
mean, I
photos
suppose
of
I
this
can do
place.
that. Yeah,
you
give me a
can-
minute. Let me see if I
my
can
email
pull
is
that.
open over there, so it's just
All
going
right.
to the
All
send
right, yeah.
tab. So this apartment is pretty much every Instagrammer, brand influencer wannabe dream. Because what they're trying to appeal to people is, well, you don't have a cool house? We can give you one. You can rent one. Look at this place. It's ridiculous. It's been completely designed only and purely for the purpose of having Instagrammers go there, pose for their photos, and just then have content. Look at that. Has been selected. They did take the time to select items that were, used like Wayfair and kind of wallpaper that has golden hinges and kind of like a rooftop.
Wow,
All
that
of these
rooftop.
things were designed to be an Instagrammer's dream. So you just come in, say your photo shoot, and you don't even need to live there.
Is that a bathtub in a shower?
I know, it's weird. Oh yeah, it's both. Yeah, look at that.
So weird.
So this was designed to be kind of like an Instagrammer's dream, And I found some interesting comments on here, but I just can't find it. Just give me a second. So what are our thoughts on this? And New York, first off, that's where my mind is. New York has hiking rent prices. So this is, to me, is insane. That someone would create this place just for Instagrammers who don't even live in the city. This is just, for me, makes absolutely no sense.
I do want to correct something because I was thinking about this when you said $1,500 a month. I was like, $1,500 a month.
I was like, I want to
in
live
New
there.
York. Yeah, that is a phenomenally reasonable rent.
15,000? Hang on, 15,000.
It's
sorry.
$15,000 a month. That's how much it costs. Okay. Yeah, so $15,000.
That's what you pay here in Dallas.
$1,500.
I'm sorry.
I was like,
thanks, Zach.
wow.
Thanks for cutting that.
I know, right?
That.
Can I move there? That's the
Yeah.
greatest deal ever. $15,000 a month.
My gosh.
15,000. So I assume that these Instagrammers are renting this for what, like 1 month and then never again? How does an Instagrammer have $15,000?
Oh,
is what I
God.
wanna
Well, the
know.
problem is a lot of them, they don't. If
Are
you
they, like,
don't,
getting
You might be
alone?
surprised. I don't know. I think there's a lot of money in Instagram.
personally, I think if you are already an Instagrammer, people follow your account. They know your house. They know your setting.
Oh, God.
You've worked on your brand enough that whatever you do, it's something that, your audience recognizes and loves. If you gotta rent an extra space, you might as well just actually go somewhere specifically, like a hotel room or something like this, or rent an Airbnb that will be kind of this place, not some, I think it's just so bland. Like, you just go somewhere just to take photo shoots. Like, all the other Instagrammers will have the same setup. Well, to be honest, Instagram is always also looking like the same thing over and over again.
Right.
Right.
So I think this is very silly, just very vain. But yeah, that you can just rent it there. It is in Soho, of course, super trendy place.
Crazy.
So I love how it features millennial pink and other Instagrammable decor, and you just go around and set up your furniture and your camera, and off you go. What are your thoughts?
We're now at a point where we're marketing real estate on whether or not it's Instagrammable, right? We've had a plastic surgeon on the show not that long ago who's talking about specific plastic surgeries to look more like Instagram filters.
Wow.
Meanwhile, in other almost completely unrelated news, the other day I saw a headline: the founders of Instagram have left Facebook because they don't like the direction of it. What is this? Why are we suddenly driven by an app that apparently even the people running it aren't super into anymore? What happened? How did we get here? Somebody break this down for me.
People are
Catch me
too
up.
into themselves. Or
Yeah.
they like attention more than they want.
I was going to say,
admit
I
it.
honestly, and this might be a totally incorrect reading. I think people are too into what other people think, right? You're too into those likes
Yes.
and those clicks and those hashtags, and you're too into everything being getting that positive feedback from people that like you're.
Yeah, you feed from
Right.
the social is another way to I guess in a way we're kind of going backwards, because what do your parents tell you, what everyone tells you, you don't need people's approval to be who you are, but the direction we're going is we need that approval, those likes, those comments to just kind of give us that self-loving moment. Where are we going?
It's very
people?
self-indulgent, very narcissistic.
Very self-indulgent,
very
indeed.
narcissistic.
So
Yeah.
that's a problem. I mean, I don't use Facebook anymore. As an expat, I use it to just check on, on my people across the pond. But that's it.
Your people.
My people in London and Portugal.
Right.
And it's just a way to keep in touch. But you don't actually see people sharing, things like articles that they love anymore. It's literally me doing this, me doing that, me going this place.
Yeah, it's part of the reason I struggle to use Instagram a lot. When I used Instagram way back in the day, it was like right when it had just started coming out, and it was some new app, and I was like, okay, well, it's it's where you post artistic things. I was in film school, and I was like, I'll put some cool filters on stuff and like make something neat. Now it's like Twitter to me, but you have to have an image, and I like it's just too much work. That's why I like Twitter, because I can just get on and rattle off whatever I think in 140, 280 characters or less, and I'm on my way. Instagram, you have to present to the world, hey, here's what I'm doing. Here's me. Here's my life right now. Look how great it is. And like that's just an extra hoop I don't want to have to jump through to just shout into the void, which is what we're all doing on social media anyway.
But, Zach, is it worth mentioning as well that you've mentioned this countless times on the show, but let's just kind of like put a highlighter on the fact that you have more followers on Instagram than on Twitter.
I do.
Or more interaction there.
And I never,
So, I just love that. It's so ironic.
Yeah, there really is a certain something to it.
You spend more time on Twitter, but apparently the outcome for Instagram is way better, so maybe you're in the wrong platform.
And my Twitter is rock solid, by the way, in case you're calling into question my ability to tweet. How dare you, ma'am? I'm on the ball. I got that hashtag game something fierce. And while we're at it, if you've enjoyed the show on Facebook, like and subscribe, throw us a follow, hit that notification bell, and let us know what you think in the comments below.
Christina, also, yeah, I'd like to know your thoughts on these Instagrams.
You know, I like attention, so every now and then I do post pictures. I use Facebook a lot more. I use Facebook a lot more because I represent myself on there as a comedian, things like that. I will put like shows and stuff that I'm doing. That's the only way that people know like where I'm gonna be, that kind of thing. Instagram, I'll post a picture every now and then just to see if people are listening. I had a good picture the other day where my hair was curled, so I put it on Instagram and I got like 60 likes.
Wow.
That's not a lot for like actual Instagrammers, but for me, it made me feel like 60 people cared enough to give me a heart.
Feel like $1 million.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only reason why I use Instagram.
I can't remember the last time I got 60 likes on anything, so that's
wow.
Thank you for scoreboarding us, Christina. We appreciate it. Yeah.
But by the way, I get 16 likes on things.
That's
well,
right.
you got your fierce hair. I gotta be honest, today is National Hair Day.
National Hair Day.
And the first person I thought for that segment was Christina, because look at that amazing.
Yeah.
Give us a bit of a move.
Check out that lion's
look
mane.
At that.
Woo!
We're all jealous here of your hair. So, all right. Thank you for coming on the show today. I think we got to do an early departure.
We do got to wrap up. Yeah.
So,
sorry, gang.
yeah.
It's
been great.
It's been real and it's been fun.
Getting to hang out with you.
Yeah.
Special mention to Matt and Josh over there.
Get better, Josh.
We know you're here.
I don't know. He's pretty active in the comments. Doesn't seem that sick to me, but what do I know?
Yeah.
I guess.
He had to exit for some reason. So I was on the phone, came back and heard Matt and Josh. That's pretty much.
So he's making phone calls too? What's going on over there? I thought you said you were sick.
Yeah, he was unplugging from the show.
Yeah.
Josh.
He's watching the show. He's making comments. He's taking phone calls.
I took that brutally.
Anyway. Didn't seem that sick
All
to
right.
me.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning in today. We'll be back on Friday. Should I kind of like stretch the exit?
Yeah, big time.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
give me lots of time over here.
So
Yeah, not
thank
ready at
you.
all. So, yeah.
Thank you for tuning in. I've been Annick Xavier with Christina.
Stretch further. This isn't
A
enough.
bit?
Keep
Don't
going.
worry,
Yeah.
don't worry. I'll go from there. Christina, Romero, correct?
Yes.
I was like, what is
You
your last
remembered
name?
right at the last second.
Yes,
Got it.
I did. I should have played
Clutch.
with it. And so Zach Lewis has been in the production room.
I have.
And doing an amazing job, by the way.
Thanks.
Sir, props.
Good
Let's give him
job.
clappy claps.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
Just clapping for myself
Great
on
job.
camera. My God.
Awesome. So we will be back on Friday. Probably not me hosting the show because today it was like rollerblades on ice.
It was like rollerblades
It's
on
like
ice.
the worst possible combination.
No, not at all.
But we did it. We did it. We're
we
here.
did.
And music is coming up.
We got
so
it.
that means we're good.
Yep.
Everybody, thank you so much for listening. We'll be seeing you on Friday.